Oh, to my, here we, young, we can't hear my sword, die, yours, woman, one. Then, Barney, I know that I want to blame our blue. One, to my, and general, do I go? Barney, I know that I want to blame our blue. Well, I want my. To my head, no, I do. You are to my wood, to my wood, to my wood, to my wood, you.
Okay, welcome here to the print double show here. If you do us a favor to share the show, we really appreciate that. But here tonight or today, or I think it's about 12 noon here my time, or 5 p.m. Liberia time, and 6 p.m. Nigeria time. We're supposed to do the show at 6 p.m. Liberia time, but we're going to do it now. And we got the Honorable Nathaniel Gbaba is here with us tonight, and we're going to have a 1.5 hour interview with him. He's going to tell the people of Grand Jita County what his intention are and what he plans to do. But we got the guys in the studio in Zwedju over there. So the show is directly in. If you are in Grand Jita County, you tune into 88.5, and it's Voice of Jita radio station right there, and you're going to get everything we're going to say. I got John Goa in studio here. Let me bring the honorable man first from all the way Nigeria. He's joining us from Nigeria. I think he's in Lagos in Nigeria. The honorable, he's going to tell us more about himself when he's I think he's getting us. Honorable, are you getting us?
Yes, I am. Thanks for having me.
Okay, I'm going to get the guy in the studio here with us also. This guy from Voice of Jita. I think Flash will also carry it. So Voice of Jita going to carry and Flash going to carry in Grand Jita County. And this guy is all the way in studio from Grand Jita County. That's John Goa. John Goa is one of our correspondents from Grand Jita County, the Voice of Jita. And he's joining us from Grand Jita. The honorable man is joining us from Nigeria. And I'm joining you guys from Louisville, Kentucky. You see, technology just joined the whole thing, and everything is just settled down there. So let us have the honorable to introduce himself, excuse me, and tell us a little bit about himself. Then we're going to start the show. Honorable Gbaba.
Thank you very much. I am doing my debut on your station, and I am excited to be with you.
Okay. What's going on with the internet in Lagos, Nigeria? It should be sharp on our sides compared to Liberia. But if you, honorable, if you can set the camera down and I want your whole face or everything showing on there, and
are you getting everything?
Yeah, it's okay, right? Just like that. Get like that. Like that.
Okay, good. So my name is Nathaniel Gbaba. My name is Nathaniel Gbaba. My father is Jack Gbaba. He's the only come, and I know he has a dual name. The story is told that when he was born, there was a dual chief. I came to Israel that night, and so he was named Kamun. My mother is Esther Doru Baba. Esther is the daughter of Zedwa Doru. Zedwa is from Ubeli Town. My father, Jack Baba, is from Danwo Quarter. He's a sick baby. So I was born and raised in Israel. I went to AG school from Assemblies of God school from kindergarten straight to 9th grade. So I took my first WIAC exam through AG in the past, and then I went to Banga Methodist for 2 years. In 12th grade, I came back to Zredru. I graduated from Zredru Multilateral High School. I'm a proud graduate of Zredru Multilateral High School, and then I left for the University of Liberia. I was in the university when I left Liberia. I matriculated at the Trier University. I got a bachelor's there and I got a master's there. Went to George Washington University. I also attended the Boston University, the project management. I'm a Boston University trained project manager. I worked for the state of Maryland. I was a mortgage broker. I became, I'm a PMP certified project manager, so I managed a $50 million project for the state of Maryland in the States. I became the president of the Grand Jury Association in the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area. That's Maryland, D.C., and Virginia. I'm a founding father, a founding member of the United Chain Association in the Americas. I came back to Liberia. I worked for the port. I became the deputy managing director for the port for operations. After 2 years, I resigned. I went from private oil company. I worked as the chief operating officer of New Millennium Oil and Gas. While I was there, the president Salif appointed me again on the board of LATECO, the Liberia Telecommunications Corporation. I worked there, and when the MD was dismissed, I was hired to temporarily serve as the acting MD, the officer in charge of the Liberia Telecommunications Corporation for 2 years. No, for a few months until we found an MD. And then I went back. I served as a policy advisor to the Speaker of the 54th Legislature for 2 years. But prior to that, I worked as special assistant to the governor of the central bank, Governor Sidibe, the first governor, 1999 to 2000, thereabout. And then I haven't served the central bank prior to that. When Governor Talu came back, he needed someone, so he hired me as a consultant in his office. Later on, I was promoted to be the director of insurance. By the way, I'm here in Abuja because I'm representing Liberia at the single currency meeting. And I'm happy to report to my people today I was elected as the chairman for the West African Insurance Supervisors Association of the West African Monetary Zone. So you're speaking to chairman for Nigeria, Ghana, Sierra Leone, the Gambia, and the Guinea. So in nutshell, that's what I've done. I've worked in other private sector positions. I am the founder and the owner of Paradise Cruise and Guest House. Paradise, I have at least 15 chain people working there. My manager is G. Wellington Doe Jr. He manages this place for me. I own a cocoa farm in Zredru. I served as the guest speaker for the Grand University Student Union. In fact, today, Eric S. Gay reminded me of the speech I gave the first time I spoke to them in 2012. I also served as the keynote speaker for the Grand Student Union inaugural program in Zredru in 2016. 2 years ago, I served as the commencement speaker for the Grand Community College. So yeah, I'm a chairman. I'm registered, and I voted in Zredru in Gbabaville, at the Gbabaville High School there, the way I voted. I rode a bike from Tapeta all the way to Tutan, and then Shetom Duited, and I drove to Zredru.
Okay.
I'm a father of 3. I got two beautiful daughters. Nina Lane, Nina Krani is Baudier. I named after my great grandmother. Natalie Pulignon Baba, putting his name after my grandmother, Pulignon dying. So my son is named after my father, Tomon. They're all adults. The smallest one is Tamon, who's in medical college now, medical school. But besides that, all my children are adults. I'm one of 16. My father has 16 children. He worked very hard. I just chose to have 3, and that's okay.
Okay.
I teach teach at graduate level at LIPA, Liberia Institute for Public Administration. So I'm a professor. I am a lawyer. By profession, I graduated from Louis H. Graham School of Law, and I sat and passed the bar exam. So I'm a licensed lawyer in Liberia. I've represented many folks since I've got my license. Um, I'll be glad to answer any other questions that
Okay.
you may
Thank you,
have.
Mr.
And
Gbaba.
if I
But
have questions, if I'm okay,
we're
I'll
getting
ask
little
you.
feedback and it's interfering with the system. So the earpiece, if you take it out, I think you will stay here if you take out the earpiece.
All right, let me try that first. And by the way, let me put my television off, so maybe that will be
Yeah.
better.
Do that and
So
then take
just
it
one
back.
minute, let me put the
It's
television
interfering
off.
in the system in there. If you are joining us, this is the attorney at law, Nathaniel Gbaba from he's currently in Nigeria. I think you're getting us clear now. Are you getting us? You got to unplug. You got to unplug the thing you got there. You got to unplug it from whatever device you're using. We're not hearing you, Mr. Gbaba. We're not hearing you. Unplug your system. Unplug the earpiece. Let me go in the back and tell him to unplug his earpiece. Gbagba, you got to read a note. We're not hearing you, so you got to unplug your earpiece. You can't keep the earpiece in and talk. Unplug the earpiece. We're not hearing you. We're not getting you. You got to unplug your earpiece.
Mr. Dorbor?
Okay, now you had the earpiece there. We couldn't hear you. You had to unplug the earpiece.
Okay, but can you hear me now?
Now we are hearing you. Now we are hearing you. You had the earpiece on. So thank you very much.
Okay.
Mr. Goa, you can hear the honorable man now. Eh? Mr. Goa, what's wrong with your system too? We're not hearing you, man.
Did he hear me? I can hear you loud and clear.
Mr. Goa, can you hear me? Man. I'm not hearing you, Mr. Goa. I'm not hearing you.
I'm getting Mr. Gbaba clear. Are you getting me?
Okay, now we're getting you. Thank you. We're getting you now. Mr. Gbagba, he got you. Your voice went through the system. Everything is, let me see what the people are saying. Yeah. Oh, they're getting you. They're getting you and they're getting you. So everybody's so Mr. Goa, you are in Granjira County. And this is Mr. Gbagba. I saw before we go into the question, we want you to tell us why the interview is for. You want to declare your intention in the upcoming by-election is slotted for April 15 or 25th.
I am not. Can you speak slower so that I can hear you?
Mr. Gbagba. You got Mr. Gbagba, you got to go off and come back in. And do not plug anything in your phone. Don't plug anything in your phone. Log out and come back in.
I should log off and come back on.
Don't plug anything. Let it just be the way it is. Okay, thank you, Emmanuel Smith. He said the 23rd of April. So, Mr. Gbaba need to log on and come back here. Why internet giving problem? He's in Abuja where they got all the current and they got all the Nigeria internet and giving problem. Log out and come back in the system. Gbaba. Let me call him. Mr. Gua, you hear me?
Yeah, I'm getting you, Prince.
So the system is connected with the system in the radio station. So everything is going. Yeah, Mr. Gbagba need to straighten up his system and come back on so we can have this show. I don't believe that Nigeria will have get this kind of internet and we'll be in trouble. I thought only in Liberia we're experiencing it.
But Nigeria is part of Africa, so I'm quite sure that they also experience similar problem.
So we thought they had this speaker and current and all that stuff. There's a feedback from your end, John. You got to think connected with something.
I reduce it and get. I have it connected to the speaker, but I have reduced it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Okay. You hearing me?
I'm getting you clear, Prince.
Okay. Good. So let us. So tell us about what you right now. How the atmosphere over there? How things going on right now in Gbangida County? As you sit.
Well, Zwadri is quite okay, and just that the weather is hot, as maybe where we are into dry season. And so most often in Liberia, if we are in a dry season, you will actually experience hot weather. Yeah. And so the political activities in Gbangida County is trying to actually boost morale, most especially when it comes to the upcoming by-election. So there are a lot of names that we are hearing, the likes of Samson Boso William, the likes of Honorable Nat Gbaba, and Honorable Gabriel Papi Johnson, the late son, the son of the late Representative Errol Madison Gwion Sr. And we also have
Jeremiah Sokan.
Yes, we are hearing the name of Jeremiah Gao Sokan. In fact, Jeremiah Sokan have most of his followers who are in the various street corners within Zwadru, engaging people, telling them more about Honorable Sokan. As may be aware, Honorable Sokan came 2017. He was massively defeated by Honorable Zoe Emmanuel Peno, now Senator of Gbangida County. In 2021 by-election, he was also defeated by the late Representative Errol Madison Gwion Sr. So during the 2023 presidential and general election, Honorable Sokan voted in Mosrado County. So he did take part into Gbangida County politics. And so we are also named, the name is Servicing, that he's coming within a race to contest within the upcoming by-election.
Sokan didn't vote in his going election in Gbangida. So obviously,
no.
I mean, you register, but you're not voting for himself.
Obviously.
You got to say why you register, why you vote. So let me bring in the honorable man now. Let me put the honorable man in the middle. Let the honorable, let put him in the middle. I put it Goya. Honorable man, yeah, I think the system is fine over there. Go up.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you suggesting you put this in your party?
Mr. Honorable Gbagba.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank God you're back now. So, I mean, you told us about your growing up, born and raised in Gbangida County, went to schools in Gbangida County, and then later on you went to the University of Liberia after you graduated from high school. Was it in the 90s?
It's in the 80s. I am an old man.
John, lower your thing in the studio there.
Okay.
Something is giving off feedback in there.
Yeah, it's okay now. It is okay, Prince.
Okay, so in the 80s, and then the walking, everybody fled, everybody went into exile, and then you went back. When you relocated to Liberia?
I moved to the Ivory Coast. I went to school there, and then from there I was hired by a mission, the International Churches of Christ, and I was relocated to Cameroon. I served as the first executive director for the Hope Worldwide Project Cameroon. And I came from Cameroon and came back to the Ivory Coast, worked 2 years later. I relocated
No, I mean when you left from the
to
US, you went
Liberia.
back home and you started working in the Ellen government. When was that?
Sorry, I did not get you.
I said when you left from the US here and went back home to Liberia, and then you started working in the Ellen government.
Yes.
Which year was that?
That is correct. It was 2012. The latter part of 2011, but mostly 2012.
So 2012, you went back and then you started working with Ellen Johnson Sirleaf-led government, and you worked with the WEA government, and now you work with. Go ahead.
Well, I work with the Taylor government as special assistant to the central bank. I work with the Ellen government as deputy managing director for the ports and acting managing director. I work as policy advisor under the WEA government, the House of Legislature, the National Legislature, the Speaker, the Office of the Speaker, and I work for the central bank. Now I work for the central bank. So yes, I've been working all my life. I'm just working. And I also teach at the university. I teach at LIPA, the Liberia Institute for Public Administration. I teach project management there.
So, Mr. Gbaba, all those times you went back 2012, you ever visited your hometown? Like go vacation to Grand Gita where you were born, your birthplace, your town? Have you gone there? Because we get the information that the people don't know you. It's like your hometown.
Well, that's not true.
I had a conversation with a bunch of journalists from the county, and they've been hearing that, oh, they don't know Gbaba. And this, I said, but the man was born there. He went to school there. So how can they say, but that was in the 90s, in the 80s? We don't know this man. These are new folks. These are new children. These are new breed. So when you were in Monrovia working, have you ever visited your home? Like, are you going to your hometown to go see your people, go see your village? How your village looked when you left 1980 or 1990? Have you gone back home? Okay, Mr. Goa, I think Mr. Gbaba got stuck again in the middle of things.
Yeah, sure.
So some of the questions or what is saying about the honorable man in Grand Gita County. If you got questions for him too, you can pause me and ask him. So what are people saying about him? Is he known in the county?
Yeah. Prince, I listened to Honorable Gbaba. He talks about the issue of he working in Taylor government, heading government, and also working in George Weah government. But what has been his impact to the livelihood of the people of Grand Gita County after working in all of these governments? I think these are questions Honorable Gbaba needs to address.
Yeah. Because he working all that thing, he went back 2012. I thought he went back 2016, 17, like that, but that's 2012 he went back. And he went back 2012. He ever went to his, that's the main problem some of our brothers from here will face when they go back home. Like you sit in Monrovia, you don't go to your county, you don't even go to your own town, and all of a sudden you say you want to represent the people. The people don't know you.
You know, Prince already happened. Most of them are saying that they are afraid of wage.
Huh?
Most of them are saying that they are afraid of wage. So the only time you see them coming back is when they need something from the people.
They want people to elect them.
So if you ask about 500 persons now in Grand Gita County who know whether they know Honorable Gbaba, probably you will get something around 30 or 35 that know Honorable Gbaba. So that Honorable Gbaba clearly tells us his impact after working all of this government. You're talking about Taylor government. You're talking about heading government out of WEA government and all of his portfolio.
Taylor government Ellen government, we are government, now you're in Bwaka's government. Have you gone to your town? Have you sat with your people? Have a sit down with your people and you talk in your down? I mean, you left from the place walking 1990, everybody ran in the Ivory Coast. I saw Gbaba in the Ivory Coast in Abidjan 2000, I think 1990, 1991. From then he left, he came wherever, Nigeria, Cameroon, wherever. So have you, since he been back home from 2012, ever enter Grand Jira County? He's coming back. Okay, Mr.
Okay.
Gbaba.
Okay. So the question you asked, can I answer that question?
No, you did not. I mean, you've been back 2012. You went with the Taylor government, Ellen government, we are government, and now Bwaka's government. Have you gone to Grand Jira County, your hometown, your birthplace, to go and talk to the people? Because we are getting info that, I mean, the Journalist Institute say when you do a survey for 500 people, maybe 30 people going to know you. But for 500 people, we're going to ask.
Yes, I've gone back home. I've gone back in 2006.
Yeah.
I decided to honor my father. So my wife and 3 children and I, we came to Liberia. We went back to his bedroom. We drove through the rain and went back to his bedroom. And we killed a cow for my father to honor him for the great work he's done for us. In 2009, my dad died. I flew back to the States again. I went to Zredru to bury my father. In 2012, in 2011, in 2012, I spoke to the Grand Jira University Student Union at the University of Liberia. Eric S. Gay just reminded me about that today. He's in Abuja. In 2016, I went back to Zredru. I served as the inaugural speaker for Alex Zakwe inauguration of the Grand Jira University Student Union. While I was at the port, the Grand Jira University student government visited me, and I was able to pay some school fees of the Grand Jira University Student Union. You can ask Mr. Shelton Duete and all the other guys that were at the university 2012, 2013. 2 years ago, I served as the commencement speaker for the Grand Jira Community College. But more than that, I have hired a lot of Grandidians, and I can give you some names if you want it. I don't do that because you don't do good and go and announce it to the public.
Yeah.
But since the politicians are saying I have never done anything, I can give you names. For example, Mr. Anthony Jeda Flan, when I was in the port, he was my chief of office staff. Also at the port, I hired Miss Comfort Paswat daughter. Comfort Paswat daughter name is Vashti Hannah. I also hired, while I was at the port, Anthony Gray. Anthony Gray was my personal assistant, except for my brother. I hired him. Anthony is in the States today. While I was also at the port, I remember one day I drove to the gas station and I met with H. Nyopao Funibo at the gas station. He introduced a prime man to me. I invited him to the port and I hired him. He still works there. I still remember his name. I don't know whether it's for me to review it. He said he still works at the port. In fact, Vashti is now a director at the port. The person that I hired, I carried to the port. So he said I've never done anything for crown people. Those who say it are just politics. I've been in organizations when they invite me, I go, things come up, so I can help, I help. In fact, right now, I have a lot of Grandidians working for me at the Paradise Schools and Guest House. More than 10 Grandidians are working there today as we speak. I've hired them. In my cocoa farm in Grandidia, I got people working on the farm. The cocoa started bearing this year. So to suggest, as a private citizen, when I go to the radio, I register, I vote there. When I go to the radio, I stay in the yard as a private citizen. I don't go in the street. I don't announce my good things in the street. But whenever the Grand Jury people are gathered, in fact, I was the president
Do you speak
of
your
the
dialect?
Grand Jury.
You look like one Congo guy. Do
And
you
no
speak
way.
your dialect?
And I was born and raised in Brethren. I speak the English well because I am schooled. That's
For
all.
that, ask the honorable man. You made it. I made an honorable man speak.
Mon boy,
Yeah, Hello, Gbaba.
mon bon, I changlupo. I'm on changlupo. Then you want Jakama. I'm what you were and no way. Then
Hello, Gbaba. Hello, Gbaba.
I want to go where I do like that.
Hello, Gbaba, just listen to you.
All right, 1 minute.
Hello, Gbaba, just listen to you and you catalog people who you have helped, and most especially according to you, you said you don't believe in calling names. And people living in Morovia, Grenadian living in Morovia, according to you, they know your impact.
I am not here.
What becomes of?
I am not hearing.
Prince, I'm not getting you to.
He's not here. Okay, go ahead, John. You hearing? John, speak.
You getting me, Prince?
Yeah, getting you.
Yes, I'm getting you now. Speak slowly so that you can be audible.
Honorable Gbagba, listen to you, and you're talking about there are a lot of Grenadians in the nation's capital who actually feel your impact, most especially when it comes to your interaction and engagement with them. Now, let us come to Grand Jida County. As may be aware, Morovia is not Grand Jida. What has been your impact and your relationship? Honorable Gbagba is saying is not hearing us.
I'll relay your question. You hearing me, Mr.
What has been?
Yes,
what has been
Mr.
your?
Dorbor, I am hearing you.
But you're not hearing John?
Are you hearing me now, Honorable Gbagba?
Most of the things you just stated, Mr. Gbagba, these are things you done in Morovia. But when it comes to Grand Jida County, go ahead, John.
If it comes to Grand Jida County, what has been your impact to the people of Grand Jida County, and also your relationship with the young people, for which now you're talking about taking the representative seat of Teen Electoral District number 1?
So Mr. Gbagba, you
Can I repeat what I heard?
Huh?
Can I repeat what I heard?
Yeah, go ahead, repeat.
Is he asking what impact have I had in Grand Jida County?
Yeah, with the youth, with the people in the Grand Jida, and especially the youth.
Okay. So I have never ever separated myself from my people. When I was in the States, I became the president for the Grand Jida Association in the Americas, Washington, D.C. chapter. In fact, when we had the convention in Iowa, I introduced Joseph Newman Boakai, who was the keynote speaker in Iowa. When I came back to Liberia, I was active with the student community. You can ask Alex Zakwe. You can ask Eric S. Gay. You can ask Shelton Duete. More than that, I have hired many Grandidians. Further to that, I have a farm in Zwedru. My farm is in Dolueking, just right inside of Zwedru. In 2006, my father asked me to open the farm in Bolu. You can ask the people in Bolu. So for anyone tells you that they don't know me in Grand Jede, they are playing politics. I have hired more Grandidians than most Grandidians. I am a professional and I speak standard English. It doesn't mean I am a Congo man.
Yeah,
So
Mr.
that's
Dorbor.
it. In fact, I have now scholarships at the Grand Jede Community College.
Yeah.
I have scholarships there.
Go ahead.
What else do I have to do for my people? I give scholarships, I give jobs, I help people who are sick. Tell me what else can I do to be more Nigerian than what I am?
So, Mr. Gbaba, don't you think all of the position that you have occupied in the one that let's just say you also the current your current position, don't you think your current position is going to be preferable to help the young people of Brangida County instead of taking part within the upcoming by-election?
1 minute, Mr. Gbagba. Did I hear?
Sorry, I did not hear it.
Okay, but you hear me?
No, I can't hear you. Please help me.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, can you plug your earpiece back? Plug it back. Your earpiece. You have.
All right, let me do that.
Okay, put your phone down on the soft or a little high surface so it can be moving like that. And put your earpiece back. So go and speak. Let's see if he can hear you.
Are you getting me now, Honorable Gbagba?
Hello.
Are you getting?
Yes.
Getting now, Mr. Are you getting the guy from Zwetu, Mr. Goa?
Are you getting me?
I am getting you, Mr. Dorbor.
But you're not getting him?
Are you getting me also, Mr. Gbagba? Are you getting me?
Mr.
Are you getting me?
Goa, can you talk? Let me see if I'll get you.
Are you getting me? Are you getting me, Gbagba?
Yes, I am. I'm getting you, but please speak slowly so that I can get all your words.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I'm saying you talk about your current position in government. And my question is, don't you think holding foul of that position could be a help for the people of Brangida County instead of coming back to talk about contesting in the upcoming by-election?
Okay, Mr. Gbagba, I'm going to relay the question to you. You talked about your position. Okay. You talked about your positions in government and your current position with the bank. He said, don't you think you can hold your position, your current position to help your people, then to go back in your county, you want to represent, you want to be a representative?
Thank you very much. That's one of the brilliant questions I've ever heard. Let me tell you why I want to represent the people of Chen District today. I give you 3 reasons.
Go ahead.
1, representation matters. I spent the lunch with Dr. William Toa here in Abuja today. During those days when Omen Toa used to represent us in the legislature, you did not need to be specialized. Today, you have people like Councillor Fonati Kofa, you have people like Amara Kone, you got specialized people in the legislature today. The person you want to represent you in the legislature from Chien District should be a professional who is specialized, who can fully represent you. For example, they have the legislature work through committees. You have the hydrocarbon committee. What is hydrocarbon, for example? It means oil. Oil has two components. It has upstream and it has downstream. You need a professional to know it, to do oversight, because the role of a representative is provide oversight and legislation. So if you do not have the right people in the house to represent you at the table, at the national table, like Grand Jide, Chien District will be shortchanged. That's one. Two, it is important to have someone to represent you who have the love of county and not because they're seeking money. When you poor, they can easily buy you if you don't have principle. You see, Ira Madison, he's a man of principle. He stood for something. He laid down a blueprint that the rest of us can build on so that our district can be great. Finally, that place, Chien District, is the home of our fathers. And when our fathers look down to us, when they send us to school, they expect us to learn and come back and give back to the community. I have a lot to give back. I represented Liberia today. I was elected today as chairman for the whole of West Africa. Because when I get among my peers, when I talk, they listen, they know who I am. I want someone to represent you, Mr. Dorbor, someone to represent you, my dear journalist in the studio there, who when they speak, the people will listen, so that we can have our fair share of the national cake. Then not just anybody will speak before the people listen. I want the respect that is due us as Chien District citizens. In Chien District, we get Mandingo, we got Gbaba, we got Crew, we got Dio, we got Loma, we got Kisi, we got everybody there. We need somebody like Madison, Ira Madison Guion, who when they speak, the people listen because they know what they're talking about. If I get to the legislature today, automatically I will be on the Judiciary Committee because I'm a lawyer. Automatically I will be on the Banking Committee because I'm a banker. I'm a professor at a university. They will put me on Education Committee. When I'm talking education, I know what I'm talking about because I'm a teacher. I serve as Managing Director and Deputy Managing Director. Public corporations, I know how to run. Chien District will be well represented. Roy has brought us far. Let us not let them go back. And the last thing I want to say, I read a book. In fact, I read it again yesterday. The book is called Why We Cannot Wait by Martin Luther King Jr. I caution everybody to read that book. If you read the introduction of that book, the book was written in 1963 as if it was written today. You know what Martin Luther King said? Why he could not wait? He said the black people in America there were drugs in there. Today, the people in Grand Jide in Chien District taking kush. Our children, fine children, are taking kush, they're on drugs. We need people who know what to do to get them off the drugs. Today, our children, instead of going to school, if you go to the community college, it's empty. Our children are on bikes. They are in the gold mines. We need someone who will go there and what Eloy laid down, work on it.
You got to lower the thing in the studio. Lower it.
Yeah, go ahead, Prince.
Go ahead, Mr. Goa. Go ahead.
I should go ahead?
Yeah, you go ahead, Mr. Gbaba, excuse me. So our children in Grand, you're taking kush? Mr. Gbaba, you hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing you now.
Okay, go ahead. Conclude.
What's the question, please?
No, you are talking about children.
Yeah. So what I'm saying, Era Madison Guion has brought us far when it comes to giving us the respect we deserve. I want to build on that and take us to the next level because of my training as a lawyer, my training as a professor, my training as an international person, so that our place can be built and be respected, and our children can take us after we leave. This is not personal thing, because the money I make is equal to or more than what legislature make. So it's not about money business. It's about love for county. That's my father's homeland. I was born and raised in that city. I'm not going to die and look at that city die down. Eroy has brought us far, and we will take it from there and take it to the next level. That's why I want to be a representative for that place.
John.
Yeah, Prince, most of them are focusing on the agenda of Eroy. What is the agenda of Honorable Gbaba? With the session of you taking, you beginning from where Honorable Gbaba stopped. But what is your agenda?
So, Gbaba, you got
what is my agenda?
Yeah. You see, a lot of your anything you're talking about.
Is that the question?
Eroy's agenda, but you got to have your own agenda before you add Eroy's. So, what's your agenda?
Thank you. You see, if you read the third paragraph of the book by Martin Luther King called Why We Cannot Wait, in that they're talking about plans. Let me tell you what Eroy did for our people. Eroy he started a plan. Let me give you that plan. He set up the District Development Council. You know what I would do with that District Development Council? I will leave it there. I will give half of my salary. I will increase my scholarship from 10 in the community college to 100. So that in 6 years, I can train 600 young Grangidians who will do after me. But not only that, I will have subcommittees to the Development Council, Committee on Education. That committee will ensure, you see, the law is there already. Students, if you are school age, when at school day, you're supposed to be in school. You're not going to be selling in the street or riding bike. We will try to enforce that law so that our children can be at the community college. The community college is empty, my brothers. We got a place and the place is empty, and our children are not going to school. And our children selling in the place. So the subcommittee on education will take care of that. We'll have a subcommittee on agriculture. In fact, I met some friends here yesterday that I talked about coming to invest in Grand Jude. I have a farm already. We have a subcommittee on agriculture. So that because we have a great soil, and Liberia has the largest rainforest in West Africa, Grand Jude has a big portion of that. We can invest in agriculture. That subcommittee will devise means and ways to show we invest in agriculture. The development, you know what we'll do? The people who are eating our development of fund money, as a lawyer, I will go after them. To make sure when money comes to development, we'll buy a yellow machine. The yellow machine will stay in the country. I will not be quiet. I cannot be bought. I don't need anything from them. God has blessed me already. They're not all. You know what happened to me the other day in Israel when I was there for my inauguration as inducted as a lawyer in Israel? My cousin came to me. My cousin said, my son is in jail and he didn't do anything. I said, you're lying. Your son must have done something. She said, nothing. I sent him on the phone and if you arrested him, they say he was one of those who were in the street burning houses. Now, for me, nobody must burn anybody's houses as a matter of law. I am working with Demetrius Zion, Zoe, and all the other folks to free our children so they can get their just day in court. Speedy justice, speedy trial. Let them go to court. If the court said they're wrong, they can put them in jail. But they should not keep our children in jail without the due process of law. So you know what I did? I went to the police station. My cousin told me, she said, "Our son there for nothing." I said, "You lie. The judge can't put your son in the prison compound for nothing." When I went to the police station, what the police told me? Misidentity. I said, "What? Misidentity? 2 children since December 8th, they've been in jail for misidentity." So I went to the court. The day the judge gave me the opportunity to speak that day when I was inducted, I told the judge, I said, 2 of our sons, one of them to put a grad from high school did not graduate because of misidentity. Pre-trial detention is high. People in jail for nothing because nobody to speak for them. I'm a lawyer. I don't need money. I will march in there. And the same way I went to the police station, the same way I went to the judge, when I reside in Israel as your representative, I will make sure all those who are in jail unfairly get out. In fact, next week when I come to Israel, I will go to the court and see all those who are in jail there without being trial, and I will file what we call the writ of habeas corpus to bring those children out, give them that day in court. If they're guilty, no problem. We can't keep the people in jail for nothing. I will have one committee like that. You see, Israel is well laid out. My brother, I was a boy when we paved that street. Then I told I paved that street, though, that the citizens that collected the money, they were Gio people, they were Mandingo people, they were Crown people, they were Gbaba people that collected that money, that paved that street. That city, the cities of our fathers, the place we grew up, we will make sure that place become what it needs to be. Israel is ideally located in the southeast. When we are your representative, we'll make sure we get our fair share. We'll make sure the same money the Bond County Community College is getting, that the Grand Junior Community College gets it. We'll make sure that the nursing school is accredited. Because the people will tell you what you need to do to get the accreditation. But we're not getting the support because people who's supposed to talk, not talking. Those who do the things, they're not doing it. That's what Errol was doing. That's why I was very moved when he died. Errol was my cousin. And you know what he and I did together? When Errol wanted to be representative, he called me. He said, "Cos, I need $5,000 from you. I want to get elected." I said, "Why you need 5,000?" He said, "I'm going to independent. CDC did not take me." I said, "Okay, let me call you back." I called my good friend, my childhood friend, McDonald Winto. McDonald Winto is standard bearer for a party. I said, "My cousin want to run." He said, "What he need?" I said, "Need Eroy Madison Guion in Chien District." He said, "Let him come to meet me tomorrow." I called Eroy. I said, "Go meet Madison and go meet McDonald." He met McDonald. McDonald put him on his party. That's how Eroy won the first by-election. People who say I'm not doing anything, I don't announce to the world when I do good. Because I don't do good to get paid. I do good because my father taught me how to do good. And for the Crown people, for the Gbaba people, for the Mandingo people in that city, and for all of us, I will make sure that I represent everybody equitably. And let me just give you one last story. You know, I call one big Mandingo man. I will not call his name because he doesn't want me to call his name. I asked him to vote for me. You know what he said? He said, what your name? I said, my name is Gbaba. He said, you Jack Baba's son? I said, yes. He said, I will vote for you because of what your father did. I said, what my father did? He said, in 1984, one Mandingo man car knocked the devil down, the crown devil down. The people want to burn all the Mandingo people houses. Your father was one of them said, no. The Mandingo people that were brother them too. They will not burn the Mandingo people houses. So because of what your father did, I will vote for you. I will talk to other people. My brothers who in studio with me today, that city, that district, is our father's sweat and blood. My uncle Josh Baba to cement on a hay from Tapeta to Zredru to build that place. He got sick from there because his father was old, his father couldn't do it. He did it. He did it on behalf of his father. What am I saying? I don't want to be represented because I want money. God bless me already. My farm, my business, my houses, God bless me. I want to give back. I want to teach in that community college again.
Do you own a property
in Moria?
Do you own a property in Grand Jira County, Mr. Gbaba?
Yes.
You start calling Gbaba. You start calling the honorable
you see the property just. Yes. You see the property just on the bank of Zredru Sea? I bought that property with my own money. Yes, my father left me property too, but I paid that property for my good friend Chris Billy. Because the same project I get here in Monrovia, the Paradise Pools and Guest House, one of the largest pools in the country. I'm going to build that same thing right there. So yes, I bought that property with my own money. Yes, I own a cocoa farm there. Yes, I'm building my house on the village. Because when I'm in Zredru, I want to be on the village. It's just in Pula, just right outside of Zredru. So that when I leave the village, I come to town. In the evening, I go back to the village. When it's Sunday and Saturday, I go fishing. I sit down with my nephew, my nieces. When my children come, we honor the cocoa tree. When it's time for me to go teach at the community college, I go teach. From there, I come right back to the village and live. And then the property there that I bought, I develop that property in the very near future, and you see it. But yes, I own property in Grand Jira County.
Yeah, Mr. Gbaba, you talk about the relationship between you and Honorable Errol Madison Gwion Sr. And now his son, Gabriel P. Johnson, is in the race. Have you placed a call to him?
Mr. Gbaba, I will relay the question. You hear me?
Yes,
clear?
sir.
I will relay the question. He said you talked about a relationship with you and E-Rose, the late Representative Gwion, E-Rose Gwion. And now his son, Gabriel P. Johnson, is in the race, and you two are in the race. And he's talking about the idea or whatever legacy his father left. So have you called Mr. Johnson? E-Rose's son?
Yes. Yes, let me tell you, I did more than call. You see, after Ero died and the family was in big confusion, the day after we buried Ero, the family met at Ero's place to resolve the confusion between Ero's wife, the children, and Ero's relative. We did not resolve it. The next day, I invited everybody in my yard. I was the person who resolved the conflict between Ero's ex-wife, because they are divorced. They won't show us the divorce certificate. Ero's ex-wife, I was the one in my yard. Everybody there in Zredru. It was right in my yard, in my Baba yard, that we resolved that conflict. That's one. Two, when Papi came to Monrovia, he came to Paradise Pools and Guest House, my facility, to have a good time. I'm grateful my nephew came. We had a good time. I invited him the next day to come so we can talk. He said he was going to come. He didn't come. I called him the third day. He said he was going to come. He didn't come. But let me say something about Papi. He's a fine young man. But my brother, preparation matters. You see, when you're in a house, you got to be on committees. They're specialized committees. You got to have skills and knowledge and education and know-how. I understand he was in a university. If you will let me, I can pay for his university. Let him finish. Let him get skill. Let him get ability. Then he can come back and serve. When we leave the stage, we need someone like him. He's a good man. He's a fine young man. But now we need someone like his dad or more than his dad to sit at the table and represent the people of Chen District.
But Gilbert Papi, Honorable Gilbert Papi Johnson is also talking about he moved with his dad, and he also understands the way in which his father propagates, and from that background, he's going to uphold, protect, and continue on the legacy of his dad. And now you are saying that he should go back to school, and he's also talking about he's in school. Are you waiting to send Gilbert Papi Johnson to school?
Yeah, but he just said it. He went to send the man to school. He said,
I'll pay for it. I got scholarships.
He talked about Papi and his father and how he knows about his father's legacy and all that. And now you're talking about sending Papi to school. Are you waiting to send him to school? I think you talked about it, but I think he didn't hear that. So you want to read?
But Papi is also in school. Papi is saying that he's in school.
Papi is at the University of Liberia.
Yeah, Papi is at the University of Liberia.
So, Mr. Gbaba, you hearing him? I just
no, I didn't. I did not hear him.
Okay, he said that Papi said he's going to continue his father's legacy. He knows about his father's legacy. All those things his father did, he knows about it. He and his father talked. Then how now? I mean, are you waiting now to send Papi to school? To send him to school? You telling him to go to school? Are you waiting to send him to school?
Yes, I will pay his school fees. But let me say something about legacy. You see, when Papi sat in front of Councilor Fonanti Kofa, and sat in front of Amara Kone, and sat in front of Jim Kohler. Jim Kohler and I were in law school together. He's not finished yet. And sat in front of these professionals. He needs to be able, you need to be prepared and ready to say those things. To debate the issues, but you got to know the issue. Now,
Mr. Gbaba, let me hold you there. The man is at the University of Liberia. As a grown folks. He met the age requirement of being a representative. You got people in the house who didn't even go to high school. This man is in a university. So why you think he cannot sit in front of Kofi and propagate case on behalf of his county?
And you are right. There are people there who didn't even go to college. But what is the impact they are having, my brother? You see, I represented Liberia today at the West African Monetary Zone. Guess what? I was elected as the chairman, the next chairman. In fact, Thursday, I will be presenting before the governors, before the finance ministers of the whole West Africa. You know why they elected me? They know this lawyer know what he's talking about when we're talking about banking. When we're talking about monetary policy, I know what I'm talking about. When I go to the legislature, when they put me on the monetary, the banking and finance committee, I will make the contribution that I need to make because I know what I'm talking about. I'm been schooled. I've learned these things. Preparation matters. That's why I've been talking about the community college.
If you meet with Papi and discuss with me, I think you can discuss with him. But the issue of school business, I think we just out of a border because Papi is also one of the graduating students at the level of the University of Liberia. So you're talking about education.
Hear you. Speak slowly. Maybe I will hear you.
Same thing I'm saying. That's what he's saying. He's saying you're talking about Papi got to go to school. Papi is at the University of Liberia. He's at a graduate level at the University of Liberia. He's telling the man.
He's at a what level?
Graduate level or whatever level he just said. But you have to understand.
So you got it first. Are you saying you got it first?
To be a representative, I think it's 28, 20, wherever Papi I reached that age group, he qualifies, he's eligible. Education, nobody.
No, you are right.
There is no section of the Liberian Constitution that talks about you having a degree before you becoming a lawmaker.
He said there is no constitutional requirement of having a degree to be a lawmaker.
No, you are right. You are right. You don't need a degree. You don't need even experience to be a lawmaker. No, the law does not say. You are right. You asked me what I think. So I'm telling you what I think. You asked me what I would do for my cousin's son, and I told you what I would do. So if you ask me what I think, that's what I think. I am not saying he should not run. No, 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 that's not what I'm saying. I
Okay.
say he's a fine man. If you ask my view personally, I would say the person most prepared at this time, at this hour, is the attorney at law, the university professor, Nathaniel Gbaba. That's
Okay.
me saying it.
Okay.
I'm not saying he's not qualified. No, 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 no,
Yeah.
no. That's not what
Okay.
I'm saying.
No, when you say he should
I
go back,
also
when
say
you
he's
say
a
you should go
fine
to school,
person.
go to when you say you should go to school, tell your man he was not qualified. This that will be the
No, no,
but
no, 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 no. That's not what I'm
somebody
saying. No,
asking for your
that's
mom's
my
name
view.
here. Maybe there's another vote here for the grand here, but they probably want to know your mom's name. Must say Gallo. It's a gobble lady. She want to know your mom's name.
Mama ni Juru. Juru is Zedwa Duru daughter. Zedwa Duru from Chenzoni. Mama man ni Pulignon, Kanya Pulignon. Mama is young, you know, you know, she's from Chenzoni. My father is a say is from Zwedru. So say baby from Zango Koto. So you know, my mother English name is Esther. But I think the name the old man will know that you know.
Must say they already call you old man.
Eh,
Must say I'll call you old man. It's not in America. So I mean,
eh?
the question. No, the question is answered. She wanted to know your mom's name. She's not an old man. When you say old man, I want to laugh. Must say probably in your 30s, like that, 20s, 30s, late 20s.
Who is in the mid-20s?
No, the lady who asked the question must say Gallo. But when you say
Oh,
old,
okay,
yeah,
sorry.
yeah, so you know that what made me to laugh. But
Oh,
she's a young, beautiful kind lady from the Gobble area, the Gobble Belt.
no, sorry, 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 young lady. I didn't mean to make you old soon. I
Yeah,
thought that what I heard. You know,
yeah.
the hearing is not too correct, but yes, my mother is from Chenzoni. My father is
Okay.
from Duwewing.
Okay,
Um,
so Mr.
so
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. You are in Grand Jury. I want you to ask a lot, engage the honorable man. Ask more questions if you have.
Yeah,
And the honorable man,
no,
if you can open the lines for people to call to, we appreciate that. The people can call with a question. I
yeah,
can relay the question to the honorable man, saying he having issue hearing you.
yeah, Prince, Prince, that's what we're going to
you
do.
are
And
very clear
firstly,
now.
okay. So Prince, that's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
But before we do that, Honorable Baba also needs to answer this question. He talks about the issue of calling Honorable Guyon's former wife, Madam Emeda Bear, into a meeting wherein their conflict was resolved, and he, Honorable Baba, resolved that conflict. Have you also met with her? Because she's talking about coming within the race to continue the
Can you
legacy
speak
of her husband.
slowly,
She said,
slowly?
and Honorable Baba, you getting me now?
Are you getting the man,
I
Mr.
only heard
Baba?
Emil there. I don't know what he said about Emil.
She's
I'm
coming in the
saying
race.
the last,
Go ahead.
I'm saying according to you, you said you are the one who settled the dispute between Madam Emina Bear and some of Honorable Gwen family. So my question is, she's coming within the race. Have you met with her? And she's also talking about continuing
One minute.
her late husband legacy. And
Yeah,
you
1 minute.
today voiced it out that she and Honorable Gwen, they are no longer together. She put in for divorce before the man died.
Okay, so Mr. Gbaba, he's saying that you
Yeah.
say in your explanation, you say you settled some dispute between Madam Bear, Emilia Bear, and the Guillon's family in Zwedru, Rangere County. Now he's got info that she's coming in the race. She's going to be in this upcoming by election. Have you met with her? Your cousin's wife is coming in the race that you
Okay.
coming in. Have you sat with her to discuss issue with her?
Okay. Emil and I went to AG together. We know each other very well. Emil is a fine young Chian lady. She's at liberty to do whatever she wants to do. I'm not going to say anything about Emilia. I think she is grieving, and I will let her grieve. Whether she was the wife or the ex, if you know someone and love someone. Oh, are you there, Mr. Dorbor? Mr. Dorbor?
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. So Emilia is a fine young lady. She and I were in AG school together at one point. So I know her from afar. Are you getting me? I see you are off. You
Yeah,
guys,
we are
okay,
getting
now
you. Just that we.
Mr. Gbaba, we're getting
okay.
you.
Okay, that's good. So I say Amir is a fine Chian lady. I've got nothing to say about her. She's my cousin ex-wife.
Can
I think she's
Emilio
grieving.
say in front of where need go far to and propagate the case of Chain District?
Okay. You see the legislature, I was policy advisor to the office of the Speaker of the Legislature. It operates in committee. I don't know her specialty. I don't know whether she's a lawyer, she'll be on the Judiciary Committee. I don't know whether she's a banker, she'll be on the Banking Committee. I don't know whether she's a nurse, she'll be on the Health Committee. I don't know whether she's an educator, she'll be on the Educator Committee. I don't know much about her when it comes to that.
She educated a lot of our folks.
So I can.
She used to be a teacher. She educated a lot of
Okay, all right.
on the refugee camp in Gbaba.
Okay, you see, you are just telling me something about it.
Yeah.
You are just telling me about that.
Yeah.
So what I have to say with Emilia, I feel she's my cousin's ex-wife. I think she's grieving. It will be inappropriate for me to say anything about Emilia at this time. I wish her all the best. I pray for her. My prayer is that she heals, because when you heal, then you can help people more. So that's my prayer for her. That's all I have to say about her. She's a fine young Chian woman. I will not sit on your platform, Mr. Dorbor, to say anything about a Chian woman.
Yeah, so I think Mr. Dorbor, we can announce the phone line from Liberia here.
Let some few people ask you one or two questions, then we can call it a day. But I got Fred Tadugoyan on the line here, and he got a question for Mr.
Okay.
Mr. Yeah, so go ahead, Mr. Goyan.
Yeah, thank you, Prince. Mr. Gbaba, Council, how you doing?
Thank you very much. I'm doing well.
Go ahead, Fred.
It's getting me.
Yeah.
Well, basically, the first question I wanted to ask you was, what did he make up his mind? Being a representative was something that was in his mind before, or he just saw an opportunity? He answered that question, and my next question I was sitting. So asking what being a representative in Grand County, is it something that was in his mind before, or he, with the death of Honorable William, he saw an opportunity to jump on?
Mr. Gbaba, you understood the question?
No, I did not. I did not get the question.
Okay, I'll instead of running out the rest is maybe is there something on your mind before, or you just saw the opportunity and then you jumped in the race? Was it something?
No, to be honest with you, it did not. That's something that I aspired for. You see, when I was telling you about the book I read and that I have, and I even read a week ago again about the urgency of now. When I saw where Era did and where he took the county and where he was taking the county, the young man invested 33,000 of his own money. He didn't have money, but he really cared about people. And I said, what I want to do. He brought us from a one point, and I don't want to take us back. I want to take us from there and take us to the next point. That's one of the reasons that I want to run. I am comfortable as a lawyer and as a director of the central bank. So it's not about me. But if I look at things down the way things are, nobody but ourselves can mold the minds of our youth, can clean that city, can build that place, can help our people get what they need and what they truthfully deserve at the table. And at this time, I think I am best trained by my profession, not only as a professor, but as a lawyer, and an experienced international negotiation to be adaptable for our people. So the urgency of now has thrusted me to that.
Yeah, so Prince, I think we can announce our numbers.
I'm getting you straight, but I don't have another question. I think his coming into the race is something that anybody from Chin District will welcome. We all want the best for the county and the district. And with his credential and the work experience, if the district can add him, can vote for him, I think it'll be a plus. What I will ask for and what I will ask him to ask for as a candidate is to see a real debate in the district among everybody, all the 21 or 25% that are running, because this time we ourselves from the district, I'm from Chin District, and we want to push for that because we want to know what people are going to bring. I mean, we cannot replace everybody. I mean, he was one of the kind. But if we can get somebody that is close to what he was, I think it'll be good for the county, not even the district alone. You see what's going on today. You see the big impact that Yaya is making in the county. Those are the kind of things that the advocates and things that we are looking for. So I'm happy to have him make us mind to run. I only asked him that question because as a politician, I would consider myself as a politician. When you want to see those things, you have to make long-range plan, and that means that there are so many things you can do, especially for African politics. And those are some of the questions the journalist is asking him, how well connected he is to people on the line, and what have you. But I like what he said when he said where all positions he said at least even at one primary or one student he helped, that's a plus for him. Because at least now he has something he can point to. I myself felt that way. I thought he was not.
So Fred,
Yeah, so Mr. Dorbor, I think we can announce our Liberia line so that those in Liberia can have access
I
to
did
the
not
show.
hear him though. I did not hear the question.
no, he's not asking a question. He's just making a statement. He said he enjoys the show, and most of the question he wants someone who will represent his county. I mean his district. You know. And once the people of the Chin district people can elect you, that would be a good thing for the county. I mean for the district. So he saw the impact what Yaya brought to the table. So I don't know what's going on with my phone, but I think the phone. So let make John go out to actually call his number so those in Grand County can call in on the number.
So for those of you following us
Well,
on this
thank him for
platform,
me. I thank him for his endorsement.
You can call us on 08808788.
I said thank him for endorsing me.
0775151308.
Can actually let you. That would be a good thing for the county. So John, go ahead and call the number in Grand.
Yeah, the one I say much.
820775151308. We call through and interact with Honorable Gbaba. Is Antonin Chen Gbaba. And so you can put a call through at this point in time and you're going to interact with him.
What's your number again?
+231 880 87 83 82.
Oh, that's the number there. Yes, from John Hua. That's the number there. If you're watching and you are monitoring the whole interview in Nigeria County, you can call that number and ask Mr. Gbaba. He's here and he will answer your question. John, I don't know what's going on with your reflector in that place. Your sound system, you got to set it up. It's bouncing back. Very terrible.
Yeah, it is okay. Okay.
Yeah, okay. I don't know why Mr. Gbaba not hearing each other, but if anybody called and ask a question, your number there settle and okay to work. And John.
Yeah, we have our first quarter. Let's talk to our first quarter.
Okay, that question. Let me hear the question.
Hello. Hello. Yeah. What is your name and where you joining us from? Marcus, down. Welcome to the show. Let's hear from you. Go ahead. I'm getting you. I think that's the one I'm telling on, and I think it's not our position. Yeah, we're putting check issue with legal safety, right? Sure. So I'm afraid that you know I can see a total changes in check district. So of course all our registration that not much is there, and I believe that they can do the district. Even now, I'm not even getting the government, but see a conversation you have every time. Those check district. And evidence of them have people evidence. Challenge evidence. What we can show it up, we will challenge the evidence. Let's show the well, thank you. Let's talk to this next person. Hello? Hello? Yeah, where you call from? This is Chief Mika Gbaba calling from Sorry City. Mika Gbaba, welcome to the show. Let's hear from you. I want to appreciate Anthony Gbaba for his brilliant deliberation, and also appreciate it for the government carrier in Houston that has the critical work of Junior High School and scholarship he gave to 10 students at the community college, and also have the large group of at the village. Where you have so many workers working and getting that delivery at the end of the quarter. So I appreciate him for that. Thank you. Thank you very much. So Prince, I think you listened to some of our colors. Appreciating Honorable Gbaba.
I did not hear any of the questions.
Can you relay the question or comment?
None of them asked questions. They are appreciating him for he taking the bold step. So let's talk to this next person.
He said nobody asked questions. They are appreciating you for taking the bold step.
Hello.
You want to represent the people.
Yeah, hello. What's your name? Where you join us from? Hello. Hello. What's your name? Hello. Go ahead. I'm getting you. What's your name? Hello? Go ahead, I'm getting you. What's your name and where you join us from? Let us hear from you. Yeah, okay. I appreciate all the people you're loyal and I'm just saying out there in the New York Please amplify your voice. Please amplify your voice. Hello?
Let me relay what I said. Honorable, you getting me? Mr. Gbaba?
Yeah, I'm getting you now.
He's saying the people are not asking questions. They are saying they appreciate you for taking a bold step for throwing your heart or whatever in the wrist. They're not coming up with questions. They appreciate you for taking the step.
Okay, thank you very much. Let me just say something very important to me.
James City here on the line from South Dakota. Mr. James City.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Mr. Rabu?
Mr. Gbaba, you hearing Mr. City?
Mr. Rabu?
Mr. What City?
Yeah, James City.
Undigo Jerry.
Yes, Mr. Rabu.
He's calling you Mr. Rabu.
Undigo Jerry.
Go
If you
ahead.
say Mr. Rabu, I know exactly who on the phone. Undigo Jerry.
Well, I'm not calling to ask question about Grand Gideon. They are known in Liberia as the least educated people. So if we have a Grand Gideon with all the experiences, educational background, and especially becoming a lawyer to represent our county, and you will not become a bobo. You will not seek any degree. I stand with him. And any other Ghanaian who wants to become change district representative, whether that woman or man, we need to look at a degree because we want for Martin Colley to drag our name in the fortress academically. So, for Mr. Baba, my support is behind you. Thank you very much.
You heard him,
Thank
Mr.
you, my
Gbaba?
brother. Thank you so much. Yes,
He
I
said
heard
he want
him.
people,
Thank you
you
so
got a
much,
degree,
brother.
you got the education, you got everything. He don't want nobody to go and drag Martin Colley. He called Martin Colley name. One little boy named Martin Colley who can drag people's name when you're not when your degree not okay.
Thank you very much, brother. I appreciate your support.
I
I
think
want to
Gbagba
enlist all.
degree then straight. It got co sue them on the street.
What did you say?
He don't want Martin Colley to drag
Okay.
somebody who don't have a degree. So I said, Mr. Gbagba degrees are all straight.
No. You will
Yeah,
not worry about that. You will not worry about that one day. It's not gonna happen. Let me
yeah.
just say, you see, one of the things that when Eroy Madison Guion established that district development council, it was a vehicle. You see, a lot of people have the will. They say where there is a way, where there's a will, there is a way. A lot of people in the diaspora want to build houses for the family back home. They will send money because I was there, I did it before. They will have the will. But the way is not clear. The people who will be there to do what the people want done, they do not exist sometimes. You say you want a house for the family, you down there, you're not living in the place. But you want your family to get a house, you send the money, people eat it. What do we do? When we set the development council that is set up, we set up subcommittees. There will be a vehicle that will be the way to all those who have will to help. You have your niece, you have your nephew, you want them to go to school. How will you do it? The education committee will devise means where when you send the money, they will pay the school fees, where they'll follow up with after school lessons, where will devise all those things for education, for agriculture, for housing, for electrification. We will provide our own money.
We got a caller here from Liberia. Let's bring it on. John Goa, are you hearing me? Mr. Goa, what's going on with your phone? It's off. We're not getting you. I mean, what you doing with your sound?
Are you getting me?
Okay, now we're getting you. Anybody call in there?
Yes, we have someone on the line. Let's talk to this person. Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Hello. Yeah, what's your name and where you join us from? I'm getting you. Go ahead. What's your name? I am getting you. What is your name? Josh, welcome to the show. Let's hear from you.
Yes, I think my brother is the best man in the district. So we need him now to come to also with the right campaign. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Running. The quarter said Gbagba is the best man. I heard that one very loud and clear. So the people who say they don't know Gbagba in Grand County, I think a lot of people know Gbagba there now.
Prince, talk to this next person.
Thank you, brother.
John, don't
Hello?
forget now, we schedule with Mr. Gbaba for 1.5 hours, so almost at the day.
Yeah,
So that
yeah.
I'm quite according to the family rules, very Grand County.
Welcome to the show. Let's hear from you.
Yeah. I want to thank you, Honorable Papa, my country. I want
Okay, he's going to address that.
Yeah.
So, Prince, I think you listen to this caller. The reason why Honorable Gbaba, he has a voter registration card.
the question
Oh,
here, Mr.
yes.
Gbaba,
I'm registered and I voted in Gbabaville.
Eh?
I do. I do. I voted in Gbabaville.
That one came to the voter registration card. I tell you, understood the guy from studio, eh?
Yeah, I understand. I want clear. I got my voter registration card. I voted in Gbabaville. I got on bike from Tapeta to Totan before Shelton Duety and I drove to Zredru to register. And then I went back again. I voted. So I am a registered voter in Chien District. This is my voter registration card. This is it. I got it.
Yeah, don't show it before we duplicate it. We see
Don't duplicate. I beg you. I beg you. Don't duplicate.
we see it. John Goa, your line is muted. What's going on? I'm not hearing you. We're not hearing you, Mr. Goa. I think we need to change. I think we need to do a phone ratio and change all that the thing in the studio there with John there.
Yeah, but Prince, are you getting me now?
Yeah, we're getting you. A community radio over there, the people need to put, they need to invest in it. We need about 1,005 to straighten up and buy new mixer, all those kind of things. They've been there 2-3 years now. Say I went back 2023. So John, anybody on the phone?
Yeah, someone is on the line. Let's talk to this person.
Go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah,
What is the name and where you call from? Let's hear from you.
yeah. I live with a man. I see it not what I before the time for the position, you everything. So people can't they show what?
Okay, thank you.
Well, the best person.
Thank you.
By what the person say you qualify for the position, you're the best person. I think you heard the person answer.
No, I didn't hear it, but you see, I'm qualified. Thank you very much, Mama.
You qualify, you're the best person. And thanks for let me say, Benele, Yam, for the start you just sent me. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. You send 99 stars. Thank you very much. So anybody on the line there?
Yes, we have someone on the line again. I talk to this person. Hello? Yeah, what's the name of the program? Welcome to the show. Let's hear from you. Quick.
All right. The vital man for us to use this come around in the country. This is the man that when he represents this district will never and ever regret it. Why? Will never and ever regret it. Why? Uncle Papa is an educated man. Uncle Papa has not been your host to represent this district, but he's been working to the district. Uncle Papa is well known. So use this man to replace Uncle business.
Do you have voting card? Because most of you were trucked to San Luis and River G.
I have my voting card. I voted for a Leslie Madison Brown. I voted for the first election for the presidency, and I voted for the second round.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, Mr. Gbaba,
the caller say Honorable Gbaba is best suited for the job. He qualified. He's educated. I think he's going to support you. Ask me if he got a voting card. And there's a caller here. Caller, what's your name? Hello, where you calling from?
Hello, where you calling from?
Okay.
Okay.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to
Is somebody talking?
Yeah, the point is talking and it's different. Well, the guy just called. The guy called from Monrovia, Mr. Gbaba. He said you qualified to to lead the people of Grand County. But at the other hand, he said he called it on you and other lawmakers from the county to not allow to talk to the president, to not allow Mr. Eddie's friend to be the superintendent of the county. The people don't want him, and the people, the Senate is not forcing on the people of Grand County. Something that you can't, your hand can't do right now. You can't do it right now, confirming. But that's what he just said. But he said he supports your bid, he supports you, and you qualified to represent the county.
Thank you. Please express my gratitude to him.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, Mr. Goa, if nobody in the studio there, then we can have Mr. Papa to have his parting comment, then we can, give him some time to have a voice here heard in Swedju. It's about in County. No call?
No call yet.
Okay. If you got any other final question?
Yes, that take our last call
Yes,
first.
I got a final word.
That take our call.
Okay. Let the call come in.
Yes,
Baba,
hello, what's the name of what you call?
Not run away from the people. Baba, not call Blai.
Go ahead.
Okay,
Marakara, welcome to the show and let's hear from you.
Oh man, what's wrong with the internet, man?
this is me, and I will carry us to the west, our heroes from. So I believe that the man will carry me. The thing that will still happening in Grand County. Thank you.
Thank you.
What did she say?
She said, Honorable Gbaba is the best.
She said you are the best candidate, and you're gonna take them or reach them or from where Goyon stop, you're gonna reach them to wherever you. I think, but Mr. Gbaba,
Person to be elected. And so
why
she's
the
so
people saying
glad
that
that
they don't know
Gbaba is come within the
primary?
race.
That's just politics. But let me talk to the young lady who called. I give you my word
Allows me is my
that
color.
okay, Mankala, thank you. I give you my word that I will stand up for the people of Chen District Number 1. I give you my word that the projects that ERO started will complete them. I give you my word that will be very strong in education. Because you see, why am I in Abuja today? It's because of education. Why was I elected today as chairman of the West African Monetary Fund Insurance Committee? It's because of education. Who will come after us if we don't educate these children? If we don't equip the community college, and especially to my brothers and sisters in the diaspora, you can count on us this time. What ERA set in place will just make sure that it goes to the next level. And we will be the way through which you can accomplish your will for our people. But I'm really begging you to join us, to enlist yourself, to call your brothers, to call your sisters, to call your relatives, to call your friends to join us. Gone are the days where our people were living on hand out, that refugee thing, where someone will bring money and give you $1,000 to vote for them. Hero, help us, that is over. Let's assume it's over. Let's make it to be something of the past. Let's put the right people in the position so the right things can be done so everybody can benefit. I give you my word, I will do all that I can do to make sure our district, everybody there, whether you Mandingo, you Chin, you whatever, you Grebo, you Crew, you Basso, whatever you are, as long as you're resident in that district, your voice will be heard. We will stand up for you and with you. We'll make sure that what we can do for our education, for our agriculture, when we get to the table, we'll represent you. All our legal skills, our professional skills, our negotiational skills will be obeyed for you. So please help us. Don't let the liars win. Don't let the death of Era go in vain. Please, all our brothers and sisters in the diaspora, your voice matters. You got people in Zredru. You got people in the district. Call them, enlist them. Next week, I'm returning to Monrovia, and I'll be in Zredru the week after. And I'll be there. I'm coming there. I will stay there with the people. I will do my representation, whatever I can do. For those in jail, I'm going to provide the legal representation that is needed, just so they can get a fair trial. If they did something wrong, no problem. Give them a day in the court. If they didn't do anything wrong, release the people. Some people are in jail for many years because no one to represent them. And I give you my word, Mr. Dorbor, when I get there, call me. Call me out if I don't do it. You said, not you promise, you'll be the poor man's lawyer. And what are you doing now?
Mr. Gbaba,
I'm a teacher.
will the code of conduct not affect you? Are you going to resign before you contest? Because what's your current position now at the bank?
Let me say this. I am not an appointed person. So the code of conduct, for the most part, it covers those who are appointed.
Okay.
I am not appointed. I am a director there. I'm not a governor or deputy governor. So that is it. There are other rules about the bank that says that the bank does not get involved in politics and all that. But there are precedents. There are people who have been directors like me who are involved in politics, who went for elections 1, 2, 3 times. And Councillor Jala, he had, I think, at the 4th election before he won and become a senator today. So there are precedents. I will assume and I will agree that the authorities will do the right thing. But even if they don't, I'm not worried about it. I am resolved. I'm resolved. This is it. My father gonna be happy when he hear I represent that damn county, my brother. That's what I want to do. That's what our people need at this time. They need someone at that table Who want to speak, they listen to them. Who will speak for them, whether it's in the courts or at the legislature or just at a negotiation table or just inviting investors or just inviting our friends. Someone like you, I will come to you. I will challenge you. Say, listen, this show, let's use this show to bring investors. Let's talk about the good things are in Israel. Let people hear the good things are in Israel. Let's talk about the agriculture. Let's talk about the opportunities that are there, the mining, the Putu Iron Ore Mine. I was the chairman for the Putu Iron Ore Mine Review Committee. I had Dr. Bolin on that committee. I had the Honorable the late Gbaba on that committee. All the lender people on that committee. I chair. I was one of the youngest person on the committee, but I was the chair. So for people who say I did nothing for Grand Jide, they don't really, they're just playing politics. They don't know what we've done for that county. But again, because we don't boast of what we do it because we know we are from there, that our father's land. And I get emotional when I talk about Grand Jide because I'm supposed to be emotional. That's where I was born. I went to school. My father from there, my mom from there, my best friend. I on the station, Raru just called. These are people we grew up there. Kwame West called me and said, "Nat, I'm going with you to graduate." That our place, we gotta help the place. I got all our friends, and I want to enlist everybody. Please help us. Let our people say, let them lead a team. When you bring money, when you bring back up money, let people vote for you. Last in the time, the people cost you for eating their money. It's finished. Eroy has changed that. We'll put the right people there. Whether it's this year, whether it's 2029, we'll put the right people there. And Lord willing, they'll do the right thing. And that beautiful city, that beautiful district will be all that it needs to be. I thank you so much, Mr. Dorbor. I thank you, Mr. Goa, for having me and giving me the opportunity to make myself heard. If there's anything that I can do, Mr. Goa, for the station there, I understand. I don't know why we're not hearing you, but I'll give you my phone number. If there's anything that I can do, but before I come next week, while I'm here, I will do it for the station, just for the city, so our district can have a good station. Don't hesitate. If there's anything I can do, just tell me, and I can do a lot. You never know. You never know, but just tell me, and I'll be able to help so that your voice can come out more, so that the needs of the people can be heard. I will be glad. I will gladly oblige myself to helping the station. Just let me know what I can do. My number,
if he goes into Grand Jide County, go in the station, go sit in the studio with John Goa. You're gonna be there, and he's gonna question you more on that, so the people of Grand Jide. But I mean, what I heard from other ratings all over the place and people that I talk with, and nobody knows Gbaba. Nobody knows Gbaba. It just proved it tonight that I think Gbaba is known in that place. All these callers are called. They know him. They heard him. They say he's the best man. He's can represent the district 1. You know, they got the big district 1, then 2. I'm from 2, then the other 3. So I mean, they say he can represent the people. So Gbaba, when you enter the studio, when you enter the county, Voice of Jide, you are live now on Voice of Jide. So go there and sit in the guys again so they can hear your voice again in Grand Jide County. Thank you very much for accepting our invitation.
Thank you very much.
And I really appreciate that. You come.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
So, Mr. Goa, that's it. The people call in from Grand Jide County. You heard that. I told Mr. Gbaba we're going to be like, nobody know him. He's a new, but others call us. They give him like their support. What's one way of your press the button over there? You think I'm bound. We're not getting you. We're not getting you. No.
Are you getting?
What that thing down there? We need to buy new one, man, John.
Prince, are you getting me now?
We're getting you.
Yeah. So I was a bit surprised because everywhere that I went, I heard people talking about, oh, but who is Nathaniel Gbaba? We want to know about Mickey Gbaba. So I was like surprised tonight, hearing people calling saying they pledge their support to Honorable Gbaba. It means that his team of ground, they're actually doing well. Seriously.
I had those same calls and talk to people. Oh, the Gbaba is a Morelia guy. He was born here. He went to school here, but when he left, he didn't come here. But I mean, I even when he talked about setting some dispute between the media bear and the family of Goyon, I confirmed that story, and he actually was the mediator between the people, the family members, to settle that. When they just took about 2-3 weeks ago, in Zweden, when they took Eroy's body, so he was there. So he's, I mean, politics. So my man, what his name? Cheap politics. That's why my man Zulu said here. Well, Goa, thank you very much. And we need to take a time one day where we're going to do a fundraiser for the people here in the diaspora and other people in Liberia to help so we can buy a mixer and then a switcher. We need a mixer and a switcher in there, maybe 2-3 microphones. We can do that. They can help the station. This is the conversation we just had, the interview we just had with Mr. Gbaba. It's relayed in Grand Juda County. It's relayed in our county. So if we can get the station settled up, we can do a lot of stuff. But all these things require our people to help us. We can have a GoFundMe, we can have a this, and have a program, buy these things and ship them to Liberia, and let us try to do that. So, Mr. Goa, you in the town, the election coming up, we're going to be monitoring it. Tomorrow, I'm going to bring Roosevelt Johnson Jr. So we will do the same thing to where it will be relayed in there. So let's try to work on those things and see how things are. Roosevelt Johnson Jr. going to be, you got to stay late in the station because you're going to come at this time, 2 p.m. my time, 7 p.m. your time. But we're going to talk after this thing. I will text you and we're going to talk. Thank you very much, Mr. Goa.
Thank you, Prince. Thanks.
Well, that's John Goa right there in Zwetru Grand County. He just relayed the whole interview with Mr. Gbaba in Zwetru Grand County. I was of the wherever that Gbaba was not a household name in the county. And all those calls we get received from there, you just have to hit the grind, do his lot of job, and talk to the people there. But tomorrow we're going to have Roosevelt Johnson Jr. here. He's going to be with us here. Then on Monday, we will have the Guillon's family. The Guillon coming with her group. The Guillon family going to come here to talk to the community and tell the community thanks for standing by them and to lay their burden to rest. So they're going to join us tomorrow. Then on Sunday, that's the 10th of March, we're going to have Nancy B. Doe from Monrovia. She's going to join us live from Monrovia. Madam Nancy B. Doe, the former First Lady of the Republic of Liberia. She's going to come here and we're going to have a conversation with her also at about 1.5 hours. She promised us 1.5 hours. So we're going to be here and we're going to have it relayed to in Grand Juda County. I will have John Goa coming out here and we're going to do that. And the point here, which I told John Goa, he had to teach knowledge. He got to spread his knowledge to some guys in the studio there. We're going to join them in the studio. Those guys are there, they don't know to play with those things. So John Goa, try to teach those people in the station. So when you go for your vacation, like we had the other time, so these guys can put the station on and do this thing and join the string yard so we can share the message to our people in Grand Juda County. Mr. Roosevelt Johnson Jr. I'm trying to bring on Jeremiah Sukon also, but I'm trying to get him so we can talk and then scare you a time. Nancy B. Doe, the former First Lady. I think it will be your first time coming on the Prince Double Show. And she's going to tell us a lot of stuff about her husband, about herself and her kids and what is actually going on in her life. Then on the 13th of this month, that's how you call it, 11 days from now, I'm going to bring a big name. It's going to be the biggest name of all time will appear on the Prince Double Show. But I'm not releasing that name. I'll release the name when you see the person. So stay tuned. I will try to bring on Jeremiah Sokon. We're going to get everybody who's going to take if you want to take part in that process. I'm going to get to be a media bear to bring a media bear. If I see your name on the list, I'm going to give you a call and give you your airtime free of charge for 1.5 hours. If you want to go above that, you're going to pay. If you want to go above the 1.5 hour, it will cost you. I saw my brother Dorbor trying to buy airtime for Mr. Gbaba. He was enjoying Gbaba, so Gbaba can stay on. But Gbaba and us had a 1 hour. The guys in the studio there, they had a 7 o'clock program coming up. So we're going to hold them to interfere with the program. So we had to let the John go. I saw he was rushing. He got off the thing right away. He went go over there. It's those guys, our boys, our brothers and our sisters are doing a very great job in the station in the studio. We got somebody who we got to pay the person in the voice of Jida who's teaching these guys and these young journalists, reporters, editors, and teaching them some stuff. So today there was a show that went on with Promise. Promise got it. Promise got it about 15 years, going to 16, but she's learning it. She's in high school still, and she's learning it, and she wants to be. So we get that. We take the little kids in there, or up to 19, 20, and they go and learn these things, and they get on the radio. They get their microphone, they get on the radio, and they have their program. They have peers that equal will call, and they will have the program, and we're setting them. We give them 1 hour and a half on the weekend. So that's how we're going to let it go now. We're going to go today, and we're going to this is our guy from all the way Monrovia who we report to from Monrovia. He's always on the capital, the nation's capital, and it's right there. The journalist is Mr. Reed. I think it's Emmanuel Reed's son. He's Raw Island or somewhere, but he's a very good guy. He's been going around this few days giving information from Monrovia, and you guys have to help this voice of Jida. It's not for one person. It's not for one person. It's for all the people of Grand Jida County. It's a radio station for everybody. The news went up. We just interviewed this brother. It went straight up. People heard it. You heard people calling on the thing, even though but that's why we got to work on those things. Those things been there for a long time. Those equipment been there for a long time. We need to upgrade it. Please help us to upgrade this thing. Your $25, $50, $60, $70, get eye together, get a mixer, get a switcher, get 2-3 microphones, and we can go ahead and send our information out there to our people. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful rest of your Saturday. Enjoy your Saturday. Be blessed out there. Okay. Bye. Whatever people will say, ciao. Enjoy yourself.